Hello peeps, back again. Well, major fail. I've admitted defeat and I'm fitting the variable speed controller up on the roof and the switch. I've traced the live back, as I said to you yesterday, down to there, and I've traced it back up into that cupboard there, and I could have put the whole box and the switch over there if I could find the earth. Well, I've had all this out and the earth from this motor does not come down that wall. For some reason the earth from that motor is earthed somewhere up here in the roof, and I cannot find it without taking the entire roof down, and I'm not doing that. The plan with this camper was always to work around what I've already got. If I strip it all out and start again, I'll just lose interest. I know what I'm like. I spent 6 years putting a diesel engine in a Mark III Cortina because I stripped it all out and then lost interest. So I'm not going to go that route. I'm just admitting defeat. All the switch gear can sit up here in the roof, as you can see. It's already up there, it's already screwed up out of the way. The wrong fan, the controls work fine. Can't tell, but can you see that reversing? It does reverse. Anyway, the main reason I'm not calling it a complete and utter fail, just a partial fail, is that that control knob there doesn't actually sit any lower than the vent diffuser. Well, it does, a few millimeters. So it's pretty much shrouded by it. It'll do. Suits me down to the ground. Well, it doesn't suit me down to the ground. I'd prefer if it was over there, right above the cooker. But I suppose in a way it's more shielded away from the cooker over there. At least it won't melt when I inevitably set fire to a chip pan or something. So that's where we are now. There's the control electronics box up in there. There's the speed controller. All I've got to do now is cut a hole in here, a square hole for the reversing switch, which isn't the important part because this is always going to be a extractor fan because it's near the cooker, so it's not as important. That's extracting now, it's not as important, but I will cut the hole in it and then finish. You can see I've put screws all around the roof, hold the roof up flat, because if you look at the back section of the roof, can you see that? It's all wibbly wobbly where it's stretched over the years with the heat. A few screws up in there, that'll hold it up nicely. And I found a use for my weird collection of Canadian screws. I'm not sure if you can see that. They're square. And the other day, amazingly enough, I found a square driver for them. I had these screws for ages, and I also found a screwdriver for them. I had these screws about 8 years. And I've never used them because I've never had a driver for them, but they're the self-drilling screws, so I've saved myself like 20 quid on having to buy those. And I should use those for holding the roof up. I don't want to use them anywhere where I might have to undo them again and then not be able to find the correct screwdriver for it and have to drill the heads off, so I'm going to use them for holding the roof up. I'll countersink them and they'll just hold the roof flat. The roof looks a lot flatter there, and the diffuser sits a lot better. As you can see, the diffuser sits nice and flat, whereas at this end it's all over the gaff, which is why I've got to screw this roof back up just to hold its shape again. I've decided I'm not going to paint the diffusers because I'm going to be covering the roof, so the diffusers can stay white against the grey stylish Alcantara-ish roof covering. The lights will come down for that. Other than that, there's no point in taking that. In fact, the earth for this fan motor may well be there under the lights, but every single one of these wires is, I don't know if you can see it, but you're not going to be able to see it, I think it's going to be way too dark. But these wires, they run out of the fan into this metal support, and then they're Sikaflexed in place. If I try to pull them through or pull them out, I'm just going to snap the wire, and then I haven't got anything up there apart from a broken wire. This wire here, for some reason, runs that way along and then back through and is Sikaflexed in as well, so I can't even trace this earth back because they don't make it down here into my garden, down here behind the plug socket, and down to here. I don't know where these wires go, but they don't go to the bloody fan, that's all I know. That fan is locally earthed somewhere up in the roof. And as I said, I've always known I'm going to have to work around the ambulance part of things, and that's what I'm doing. The switch is down up on the roof, so be it. I'll try harder at the back, but at the back I can actually access this. I can drill my own hole, and I can run the wires this short distance into this cavity, which if you look outside is populated with lots and lots of lights. So there's lots of access points. There's 8 lights out there actually. So there's lots of access points for me to run the cabling around and down to near where the light switches are going to be, which is down there with them light switches because the bed's going to be there. So that'll be the switching point for the Phoenix lights, the camper lights, and for the roof fan. I want to be able to lay in bed and adjust the roof fan. So this is the easier of the two runs to modify. This one is a complete pain in the arse. So it's beat me, but there you go. Still got a roof fan, it's adjustable. It's just not 100% what I wanted. As in with most things in life, you take what you can get. See you soon, peeps. Just in case anyone was wondering whether that fan moves fast enough to extract air, well, it moves faster than I can think and faster than I can move, so I stuck my finger in it earlier and it took my knuckle off. So it works pretty damn well. Okay then, there we go. That's the cover back on. As you can see, or not, as the case may or may not be. Let's get somewhere where it'll light into it better. Get out. There you go. Leave a bit of tissue up. The more of them you shut, the stronger the suction gets on the remaining one, possibly. And you turn it down, and it drops off. There you go. That is now an extractor fan. You'll notice I haven't fitted the switch. I don't think I'm going to, because I'll never be using that as an extractor, as a blowing in fan. I'll never need it for that.